everybody, Miss Luth here. Now that you've got your instruments together, you're probably like, oh my God! But before we get to actually putting your instrument together, let's talk about these things. Always place your case on a firm surface, like a table or on the floor. But yo, miss, I can just open it on my lap. Yo, miss, I can just hold the case and open it up from there. But miss, I can just open it while I'm still holding it by the handle.
What did she say?
That's rough, buddy.
One more time for the people in the back. Always open your instrument on a firm surface. That could be a table or that could be the floor. When you get ready to open your instrument case, you need to make sure that the big bottom is on the table or the floor. If you open it the opposite direction, your instrument is going to spew out everywhere. You might damage or break it. So always make sure the big bottom is on the floor. Each instrument case, no matter what the instrument, will have small latches. These latches will always flip up, flip up, flip up, flip up. Bottom side down, flip up, flip up, flip up. Now that we know how to open your case, we can go over how to put it together. But here's one thing that applies to every single person. You are never pushing your instrument together. You are always gently twisting together. The flute is a very fragile and sensitive instrument, so please only handle it where it doesn't have those keys. So notice in my left hand, I'm holding it right by the top of the body where there is no keys. And I'm going to be holding it there for most of the time. You want the open hole in your mouthpiece in line with the rest of the keys on the top of the instrument. So as you put on the foot joint, you're going to have this teardrop key that I'm going to point out. You want that to be just a little bit slanted towards you so that your elbow isn't going crazy heights. And there you have the flute. Up next, we have the clarinet. This has the most pieces of any instrument that we offer. First things first, take that reed out of the case and pop it in your mouth. If you try to play with a dry reed, that's not going to produce any sound or vibration, so make sure that you have a nice wet reed. Take the bell and the lower joint, which has the thumb rest on the back, and gently twist them together. Next, pick up the upper joint. It has this key that rotates another one. When you put the two pieces together, you want to align this piece that I'm pointing to right here and the rotating piece right on top of each other. If these two keys are bent in any way, your clarinet will not play, so please be careful as you're assembling your clarinet. Next comes the barrel. Just twist that right on. Next, the mouthpiece has this big opening where the reed is going to go on top of. That opening goes in line with the register key right here, this open tone hole, and the back of the thumb rest. Next, we have our ligature. The screw is always going to be towards the right. Your ligature may not look like this. The screw will always be going to the right. Leave some space for your reed, because now we're going to pop that in through the top and angle it in just like so. When you put your reed in, you want to see a tiny little sliver of mouthpiece on the top, but not too much. Tighten up that ligature, and you're good to go. Up next, we have the saxophone. 3 pieces. Take out that reed, pop it in your mouth to get it wet so you can play. Next up, take out the body. At the top, there's going to be a little piece that we do not want to bend. Right there. Some are black, some are silver, some are gold. As you twist on the neck, make sure that that piece goes underneath the curved part. You also don't want to grab the neck with all your strength because that part is very fragile. When you put on the mouthpiece, the opening will go down towards the thumb rest. Next, take out that ligature. Again, screws go to the right. This ligature is different than the other one. And we're going to put in our reed from the top. So our ligature is going to be a little more loose than normal. Pop in that reed, make sure there's a sliver of mouthpiece at the top, and tighten it in like so. And there we have it. The trumpet, you have the body and you have the mouthpiece. Pick up the body, take out your mouthpiece, pop it on in with a gentle twist, and boom, you're done. The trombone, you have the bell and you have the slide. Make sure that your slide is always locked in. You also have a mouthpiece in a small pocket. You're going to take the bell side in your left hand. The bell is always going to be in your left. With the slide, you're going to take the taller of the two sides and insert it into the bell. Just like so. A nice gentle twist, and then there should be a screw that you screw it all together to make sure that it doesn't come flying off or flying apart. Next up, take your mouthpiece out. That extra input is just for the mouthpiece. Gentle twist, and boom. You want to make sure that your trombone slide and bell are arranged in an L shape, not a V shape. It just makes it much easier to play, and you won't run into any problems this way. As far as euphoniums and tubas go, they're a bit different in that they're just big. And so you're going to have your mouthpiece, some valve oil, and then the instrument itself. So first, take out the instrument itself, put it on your lap, and then grab the mouthpiece, right where it goes in, gentle twist, and you're ready to play. The tuba is literally the same thing as the euphonium, just bigger. So it's the same procedure, same thing. Take your instrument out of the case, grab your mouthpiece, put it in, gentle twist, boom, you're ready to go.
Now I'm all fired up.